Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Well, a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is he's able to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Passing, it's Dalton.
Look, real ones play it till you can't.
Great, Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better on this drive.
What's up, man? Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time. Man, you so sensitive. Boy, you the biggest teddy bear I know, boy. This is a teddy bear, boy.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's complete to Blake.
What the hell
First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now Bernard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. A.J. Green. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 83 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
29.
Carr now on first down. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. Williams loses the football. And the Bengals grab it past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 11. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 52 yards.
Let's Uncle T back door. Back door. Back door.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Tahir Whitehead. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. To throw here, Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The final shot here before half to Carr. And he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Carlos Dunlap coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
I said, what did the dog say? What did the dog say? Okay.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
The duck say? What does the cow say?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
What does the cow say?
2nd and 10. Dalton once more.
That's what it said.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. And Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
What does the clock say?
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 28-0.
What does the train say? What does the truck say?
Bullock out now to kick this one away.
What does the motorcycle say?
Here comes Nelson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Carr now on first down. Caught left side.
Look out, Steve.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Yeah.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, Carr.
And you see zone defense, and he knew you got to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know, just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game.
He's got him in, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Dalton.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel...
And he's in! Touchdown, Bengals! Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
6-18. To throw on 2nd down. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
What's going on?
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Being chased out left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll run it here with Rowan. And they'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
6-18. White.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34. Down. 29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
He must have been mad. Don't quit, bro.
So Dalton now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Fight back.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On the toss, Bernard finding room to the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr to throw on second down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Hey, bring that here. Bring all of it here. Get it here. Leave it to me, boy. Got to spring that.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
368.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Carr now to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
This is caught inside the 15, and all the way down to the 9. And the storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too. So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They having another baby?
They just had one. Something by a surrogate and named his song.
Wow. Is that what it's certain stuff?
I don't know. Whatever I see here. That's it. I might ignore.
They have 4?
Saint.
Same. Yeah.
That's
cool.
okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I was cool. North is a little weird, especially because your dad is Kanye West. You know? I mean, they baby like you said. PSLAN. How is she getting talked into all this?
Oh, she not having a baby.
I didn't say she was having babies. I said how's she getting talked into all this? These names. Obviously, I would think those are Kanye's names.
I did.
You say it's her husband? So what?
How she been talking to
Oh yeah. Wanna ask her before you leave? Wanna ask her before you leave?
No.
Okay. You alright?
Yes.
Blah.
Gotta go to work in the morning.
Make you feel like blah.
Anyways, and I'll be here and everything will be closed.
Yeah, you got about a good 15 minutes.
They close at 11.
Sure.
Positive. If they're busy, I just go on home.
You could do DoorDash for free on your first thing.
Gonna bring it to you? Gonna pass it down.
Yeah, that's true. Not really though. You gotta go off. freestyle. And in today's world, she would just been with a different beat. They would drop a different beat when she did that shit. And she was gonna try that. For real, 'cause she was eating that hoe. So like, listen to her. She was gone. He has a lot more fun. So I got about a good 3 hours a day. Yeah. And it's
Ain't
usually
taking them outside.
like, we've been outside twice.
Man, you just have a, they just, I don't know where they get it from.
What?
All the energy.
Oh, it's metabolism. Their hearts, especially at this age, they usually eat that shit. Hey, Mark. Set. Go. Two sprints in. Win sprints. Go. Go. Oh, you slowing down. Go. Go. Horsefoot ass on somewhere. Go. Is it blood on there? Go. Get set. Go. Breathe hard now. And what? Set. Go. Yeah. He gets tired at form breaking down. I ain't gonna even walk outside because he's gonna act the goddamn fool.